Hello students, welcome back to channel of Mukesh's Group Tuitions. In this video we study differentiation using first principles. So let's start. Derivatives or differentiation using first principle, or it's called derivative using definition. So it's definition or first principle. Now the definition says y is a function of x. If y is a function of x, y is a function of x means basically y depends on x. So y is a derivable function of x. And h is a small change in the value of x. It is a small change. Change can be either increase or decrease. Okay, but it is always a small change. When I say small means h tends to 0. Okay, so h is a small change in the value of x. Then the derivative of f of x is ka derivative. The derivative of f of x with respect to x is given by. So the definition says f dash x. X dash x means derivative of f of x. So f dash x is the derivative of f of x. That's equal to limit of h tends to 0. H tends to 0. H is a small change. F of x plus h minus f of x the whole divided by h. So this basically means what? This is the change in the function divided by the value of h. That is defined as rate of change. So derivative means rate of change. So rate of change kaisa milega? The change in the value of x divided by h. So f of x plus h minus f of x the whole divided by h. That's f dash x, or it's also called as dy by dx. Dy by dx for the derivative with respect to x. Now if they say at any point x equal to a, so instead of x some value is given there, then you can put a there. The formula becomes f dash a is equal to limit h tends to a, f of a plus h tends to 0 hai idhar bhi, f of a plus h minus f of a the whole divided by a, h, or it's written as derivative at x equal to a. So remember this formula thoroughly. That's the derivative using first principles. F dash x is equal to limit h tends to 0, f of x plus h minus f of x the whole divided by h. Okay, so let's start one problem here. The question is find the derivatives the following with respect to x using the methods of first principle. So in the exam they can ask you method of first principle, or they can say using the definition. Okay, so even they can ask you using definition, or it's called first principles. Now let's start the first question. The first question is given x square plus 3x minus 4. हम लोग को सबको पता है x square का derivative 2x होता है, 3x का derivative is 3 और constant का derivative is 0. So you already know the answer is 2x plus 3. That's the answer for this question. But how do we solve using first principles? So you have to assume this function as f of x. So let f of x is equal to x square plus 3x minus 1. Okay, जो भी तुम्हारा क्वेश्चन होगा ना उसको हम लोग अज्यूम करना है f of x. Then let h be a small change in the value of x. So let h be a small change in the value of x. So that is f of x. Now we find f of x plus h. तो तुम्हारा नया फंक्शन क्या आएगा? Instead of x, it will become x plus h. That's a small change or increment in the value of x. So x plus h के लिए क्या करना है? In this whole function, ये पूरा function में जहां जहां पे x था, ये f of x है तो x square plus 3x. अभी f of x plus h है तो x के जगह पे आपको replace करना है x plus h. So that'll become x plus h the whole square. X becomes x plus h plus 3 into x plus h minus 1. So when you open the bracket, this becomes x square plus 2xh plus h square plus 3x plus 3h minus 1. Clear? That is f of x plus h. Now you can use the formula. So you can say by first principles. The formula is f dash x is equal to limit of h tends to 0. Limit h tends to 0. x नहीं आएगा, यहाँ पे h आएगा. f of x plus h minus f of x the whole divided by h. तो values यहाँ पे substitute कर दो. Limit h tends to 0. So what was f of x plus h? F of x plus h was x square plus 2xh plus h square plus 3x plus 3h minus 1. This is the value of f of x plus h minus f of x. F of x was x square. The question, x square plus 3x minus 1. The whole divided by h. Now when you see here, when you open the brackets here, यहाँ पे अगर brackets open किया तो x square and minus x square gets cancelled. X square and minus x square gets cancelled. 3x and minus 3x gets cancelled. Then minus 1 and minus 1 also gets cancelled. So what is left over there? You have limit h tends to 0. The numerator will have 2xh plus h square plus 3h the whole divided by h. Now denominator में ना h है, limit supply नहीं कर सकते because denominator 0 है ना? So in that case you can take h common in the numerator. So if I take h common in the numerator में you have to take h common. तो यहाँ से भी एक h, यहाँ से एक h और यहाँ से एक h common निकालो. So that'll become what? F dash x will be equal to, if I take h common, your limit h tends to 0, and if I take h common, then that becomes what? 2x plus h plus 3 है ना? h common लिया तो 2x, h goes out, इसमें h square में से एक h बाहर जाएगा और यहाँ से भी एक h बाहर जाएगा, तो x square you get 2x plus h plus 3 the whole divided by h. Clear? Now this h and h gets cancelled है ना? इसके वजह से डिनोमिनेटर 0 हो रहा था. You can write the reason there as h tends to 0. जो लिमिट से लिखते थे वही लिखना है. h is not equal to 0. Clear? Now you can apply the limits. You have f dash x is equal to limit of h tends to 0. It is 2x plus 3. है ना? यहाँ पे डिनोमिनेटर 0 नहीं हो रहा है. So you can apply the limits. This becomes 2x plus 0 plus 3. So that becomes 2x plus 3. That's the answer. So that's the derivative of f dash x. That's the answer. So the derivative, you already know the answer. It is 2. The derivative of x square is 2x. 3x ka derivative is 3 and constant ka derivative is 0. So you get the same answer using first principles. F dash x is equal to 2x plus 3. So you can write the final answer. Derivative is equal to 2x plus 3. Clear? Let's solve one more question. They have given sine 3x. You have to find the derivative of sine 3x. Now you know the derivative of sine 3x will be, sine ka derivative is cos. So sine 3x ka derivative will be cos 3x into derivative of 3x. So the answer should be 3 cos 3x. This is the final answer. Huh? But you have to solve using first principles. So again we go by the same method. You have to assume the question as f of x. So let f of x is equal to sine 3x. Then you can say let h be a small change. Now you need not write the statement. You can directly find f of x plus h in the value of x. So f of x plus h will become sine of 3 into x plus h. Instead of x, you have to replace x plus h. Okay? So this becomes sine 3x plus 3h. So you have f of x now. You have f of x plus h value. Now you can say by first principles. So you can use by first principles. F dash x, the derivative f of x, is equal to, the formula is same. Please by heart the formula. Limit h tends to 0. F of x plus h minus f of x, the whole divided by h. So let's put the values. F dash x is equal to, that'll become limit h tends to 0. Sine of f of x plus h का value कितना था? F of x plus h का value sine 3x plus 3h. And f of x is sine 3x. So you can write sine of 3x plus 3h minus f of x. F of x is sine 3x, the whole divided by h. Now again you can apply the limits because denominator 0. So here we use sine c minus sine d का formula. Sine c minus sine d का formula. This is called factorization formula. Sin c minus sin t का formula was 2 cos c plus d by 2 into sin c minus d by 2. 2 cos c plus d by 2 into sin c minus d by 2. So यहाँ पे you can see this is your c and this is your d. ये c है और ये d है. So use the formula, you get f dash x is equal to limit of h tends to 0 2 cos c plus d. So what is c plus d? C plus d upon 2. So this value plus this value upon 2. So you'll get 3x plus 3x becomes 6h plus 6x plus 3h upon 2. C plus d by 2 into sin c minus d by 2. C minus d becomes this minus this. So this minus this में 3x gets cancelled. है ना? So you'll get 3x is cancelled. You get 3h by 2. The whole divided by h. Now again you have to think of limits only. इसमें ना limits apply कर दो. Write this angle with this angle and make the angle same. जो हम लोगों ने limits में किया था. So you'll get f dash x is equal to, this becomes what? 2 cos 6x plus 3h. h का वैल्यू 0 है तो 3h becomes 0 upon 2. इसमें लिमिट अप्लाई कर दिया. ठीक है, फर्स्ट टर्म में. और सेकेंड टर्म में लिमिट ऑफ h टेंड्स टू 0, you had sin 3h by 2 the whole divided by h, right? नहीं, इसका एंगल सेम बनाना है हम लोग को. ये एंगल और ये एंगल सेम होना चाहिए. देन यू कैन यूज द फॉर्मूला sin थीटा अपॉन थीटा इज 1, राइट? आई रिपीट अगेन, हम लोग ने ये पहले फंक्शन में लिमिट्स अप्लाई किए हैं एंड ये सेकेंड फंक्शन को h के साथ में लिखना है एंड मेक द एंगल सेम. दैट इज व्हाट यू हैव डन इन लिमिट्स. तो फर्स्ट टर्म में लिमिट्स अप्लाई किया, h का वैल्यू 0 आएगा. h, द लिमिटिंग वेरिएबल इज h, सो h बिकम्स 0 हियर. तो 6x प्लस 0 अपॉन 2 आएगा एंड ये दोनों को साथ में लिखा है sin 3h अपॉन h. Now to make the angle same, you multiply and divide by 3 by 2. Okay, so you can use the formula sin theta upon theta is 1. So this becomes 2 cos 6x upon 2 becomes 3x, into limit of sin theta upon theta becomes 1. So sin theta upon theta is equal to 1, so this value becomes 1 into 3 by 2. You have to write the reason जो हम लोग लिमिट्स में लिखते थे, as h tends to 0, 3h by 2 tends to 0, and the formula limit theta tends to 0, sin theta upon theta is equal to 1. Clear? So I mentioned the reason also. So now the answer becomes what? 2 cos 3x into 3 by 2. This 2 gets cancelled. So your final answer, the derivative is 3 cos 3x. Clear? So that's the derivative of sin 3x. Sin 3x का derivative is 3 cos 3x. That's the answer. Clear to all? Now, how to find the derivative at the point indicated against that? So means you have to find the derivative at say x equal to a. Now at x equal to a का formula लिखा है हम लोगों ने. What is the formula? At x equal to some number a, your formula becomes f dash a is equal to limit h tends to 0, f of a plus h minus f of a the whole divided by h. That's your formula. So instead of x, you'll be having a here now. Same formula. So let's check out this question now. The question says root of 2x plus 3 at x equal to 2. So we can say f of x is equal to root of 2x plus 5. So f of 2 will be how much? इसमें x के यहाँ पे 2 डाल दो. This becomes 2 into 2 plus 5. So 2 into 2 is 4, 4 plus 5 is 9. 9 का square root becomes 3. Right? Now you have to find f of 2 plus h. So f of 2 plus h becomes root of 2 into x. Instead of x, I should write 2 plus h plus phi. So that'll become root of 4 plus 2h plus phi. That becomes root of 2h plus 9. Clear? That is f of 2 plus h. Now you can use the formula. So you can say by first principles. You want the derivative f dash 2 चाहिए ना, you want the derivative at x equal to 2. So your formula f dash 2 will be equal to limit h tends to 0, f of 2 plus h minus f of 2 the whole divided by h. So put the values, limit h tends to 0, f of 2 plus h. Now f of 2 plus h कितना मिला था हम लोग को? 2x plus 9. f of 2 is equal to 3. So that'll become root of 2h plus 9 minus 3 the whole divided by h. तो यहाँ पे रूट है, हम लोग ने लिमिट्स में सीखा था, whenever you have root you have to rationalize. Now rationalize करने के लिए you have to multiply and divide by the conjugate. So this becomes limit h tends to 0, root of 2x plus 9 minus 3 upon h is your question, right? You have to multiply and divide by its conjugate. तो उसका conjugate आएगा root of 2h plus 9 plus 3 upon same term से divide भी करना है, root of 2h plus 9 plus 3. So you multiply and divide by the conjugate of the numerator. Now in the numerator you can use a plus b into a minus b. So this plus and this minus. So a plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square, right? तो इसका square minus इसका square आएगा, इसका square minus इसका square, a plus b into a minus b. So that'll give you f dash 2 will be equal to limit of h tends to 0, 2h plus h, 2h plus 9 का root का square becomes 2h plus 9 minus 3 का square, a square minus b square, the whole divided by denominator will have h and root of 2h plus 9 plus 3, right? नीचे वाला root वैसे रहेगा. Now सबको पता है 3 का square is 9, so this is 9. So this 9 and minus 9 gets cancelled, right? So you have 2h. So f dash 2 will become limit h tends to 0. So numerator has 2h divided by the denominator same, h into root of 2h plus 9 plus 3. Again you can see that h and h gets cancelled. इसके वजह से denominator 0 हो रहा था, cancel हो गया, right? The reason as h tends to 0, h is not equal to 0. Now you can apply the limits because I denominator 0 नहीं हो रहा है. So you'll have 2 upon root of this becomes 0 plus 9. h का value 0 apply कर दो. You can apply the limits now. h tends to 0. अभी denominator 0 नहीं हो रहा है, so this becomes 0 plus 9 plus 3. Now everyone knows root of 9 is 3. तो ये 3 हो जाएगा, 3 plus 3 becomes 6. So f dash 2 becomes, numerator में had 2 and the denominator becomes 6. So answer f dash 2 is equal to 1 by 3. Clear? That's the answer. The derivative at x equal to 2. You can again cross check now here. Root of 2x plus 5 का derivative. Root x का derivative 1 by 2 root x. So root of 2x plus 5 का derivative is 1 upon 2 root of 2x plus 5 into derivative that is 2. Okay? और उसमें x का value 2 डाल दिया, तो 2 to the 4, 4 plus 5 is 9, 9 का square root 3. So the answer is 1 by 3. हम लोग को वही answer मिला, 1 by 3. Fine? Let's solve one more question. You find the derivative of f of x at x equal to pi by 4. So let f of x is equal to tan x. यहाँ पे a का value pi by 4 है. So you can find f of a first. So f of a is f of pi by 4. Pi by 4 is 45 degrees. This becomes tan 45. Tan 45 is equal to 1. Then you can find f of a plus h. So f of a plus h becomes tan of pi by 4 plus h. So that becomes tan of pi by 4 plus h. Now everyone knows tan of pi by 4 plus h. What is tan of pi by 4 plus h? 1 plus tan h upon 1 minus tan h. Tan of pi by 4 plus theta is equal to 1 plus tan theta upon 1 minus tan theta. Right? Now you can use the formula by first principles. So you'll have f dash a, the derivative at x equal to a will be equal to limit h tends to 0, f of x plus h minus f of x, or you can, instead of h you can write a, x you can write a. So this becomes f of a plus h minus f of a, the whole divided by h. So in this case the answer is limit h tends to 0, f of a plus h. What is f of a plus h ka value? 1 plus tan h upon 1 minus tan h minus f of a. f of a is 1, the whole divided by h. नहीं, यहाँ पे है ना कुछ भी नहीं है, इसका डिनोमिनेटर में इधर कुछ भी नहीं दिया हुआ है, तो यहाँ पे यू हैव 1 हियर, राइट. इनका डिनोमिनेटर सेम नहीं है, यहाँ पे कुछ नहीं है तो 1 है, तो यू हैव टू क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई टू मेक द डिनोमिनेटर सेम. So when you cross multiply, this becomes limit h tends to 0. You will get 1 plus tan h minus 1 minus tan h, the whole divided by 1 minus tan h, and 1 minus tan h goes in the denominator into h, right? So when you open the brackets here, यहाँ पे brackets open किया तो 1 and minus 1 gets cancelled, and minus of minus becomes plus, right? So 1 minus tan h minus of minus tan h becomes plus tan h. So tan h plus tan h becomes 2 tan h. So f dash a is equal to limit h tends to 0. You will have 2 tan h divided by h into 1 minus tan h. So f dash a will be equal to limit h tends to 0. Now you have to keep that 2 constant. 2 goes out, है ना? ये 2 constant और limits के बाहर चला जाएगा. Tan theta upon theta becomes 1. तो ये formula use कर सकते हो और इसमें limits apply कर दो. So I can write this as 2 into limit of h tends to 0, tan h upon h. Tan theta upon theta is 1, right? Into 1 upon 1 minus tan h. You can put 0 here, denominator 0 नहीं हो रहा है. Limits apply कर दिया हम लोग ने. So this becomes 2. Tan theta upon theta is 1 upon 1 minus 0. Tan 0 is 0. So I've used the formula. I can write the formula limit theta tends to 0. Tan theta upon theta is equal to 1. Clear? So the final answer becomes what? F dash a will be equal to 2. You can also check the answer using the derivative formula. How do you check? Tan x ka derivative. What's the derivative of tan x? Sec square x. You want pi by 4, so this becomes sec square 45. Sec 45 is root 2. So sec square 45 becomes root 2 ka square. Root 2 ka square is 2. Clear? So the answer is 2. So that was the derivative part. Okay. The next part is how do you check continuity and differentiability. Now there's a very important theorem. You have to remember this. Every differentiable function is continuous. If a function is differentiable, उसका derivative अगर exist हो रहा है तो पक्का है वो continuous है. अगर derivative हो रहा है तो continuous है. लेकिन the converse may or may not be true always. So it may be true or may not be true. There are some functions which are continuous but not differentiable. So differentiable है तो पक्का continuous है, but continuous होगा तो differentiable होगा ऐसा जरूरी नहीं, हो भी सकता है और नहीं भी हो सकता. Okay, now let's solve a question, but before that we have started continuity में. A function is continuous at x equal to a कभी रहेगा when the left hand limit is equal to right hand limit is equal to f of a. So function is continuous at x equal to a if limit x tends to a minus f of x. A minus is called the value of the function x is less than a minus. That's called left hand limit. Should be equal to limit x tends to a plus f of x, the right hand limit when x is greater than a. And अगर ये दो values equal है, then you can check f of a. F of a is when the value of the function x is equal to a. If all three values are equal, then the function is said to be continuous. Clear? We have started this in continuity. Now remember, for differentiability, f of x is differentiable at x equal to a if the left hand derivative लेफ्ट हैंड डेरिवेटिव. सो लेफ्ट हैंड f dash a, उसका फॉर्मूला वही है, f of a plus h minus f of a the whole divided by h when h tends to 0 minus 0 आएगा इधर, should be equal to, that limit should exist. Okay, right hand limit also should exist. Right hand limit में h tends to 0 plus आएगा, same f of a plus h minus f of a the whole divided by h. The formula remains the same as the derivative. So the left hand derivative is equal to the right hand derivative. Then only the function is differentiable. The left hand derivative is equal to the right hand derivative. The left side ka f dash a should be greater than right side. It should be equal to right side ka f dash a. So let's solve the sum here. The question says show that a function f of x is not differentiable. Not differentiable at x equal to minus 3. It's not differentiable at x equal to minus 3. Now they have given the value of the function. This is the value of the function when x is less than minus 3. Less than minus 3. This is greater than minus 3 and equal to minus 3. Okay. So when x is less than minus 3, you have to take this function. When x is greater than minus 3, you have to take this function. And f of minus 3 means equal to भी इधर ही है, तो ये function लेना है. ठीक है. So how do you check the differentiability? You have to use the same formula. ये formula use करना. Find the left hand derivative. Then find the right hand derivative. And then check whether they are equal or not. Fine. So you have to find the derivative here. So let's start this question and check whether it's differentiable or it's not differentiable. So this I explain you just to make you understand. You not write this. When x is less than 3. Okay. The function value is f of x is equal to how much? X square plus 2. And when x is greater than 3 or equal to 3, the function value is 2 minus 3x. Clear? So now here we find you have to check the differentiability at x equal to minus 3. Okay. So हम लोग को फॉर्मूला के लिए क्या चाहिए? f of minus 3 plus h. So पहला we find f of a plus h. यहाँ पे a का value is minus 3. You have to check the differentiability at x equal to minus 3. So this becomes f of minus 3 plus h. Right? Now how do I find f of 3 plus h? F of minus 3 plus h. Now f of minus 3 plus h means it is greater than minus 3 or less than minus 3. Greater than minus 3, right? Minus 3 plus h. So that'll become what? F of minus 3 plus h. Greater than minus 3 वाला function ये है ना. इसमें हम लोग को x के जगह पे लिखना है minus 3 plus h. क्या लिखना है? Instead of x, instead of यहाँ पे f of x है, right? Instead of x, you have to put minus 3 plus h. So that becomes f of minus 3 plus h है ना. So that becomes 2 minus 3x था ना, उसमें x का जगह पे you have to put minus 3 plus h. Instead of x, you put minus 3 plus h. Open the brackets, you get 2. Minus into minus now becomes 9 minus 3h. So this becomes 11 minus 3h. Okay, that's the value of f of a plus h. F of a plus h when x is what? Greater than 3. Okay. Now we find the value of f of minus 3. F of minus 3 is basically f of a ka value. So f of a ka value is f of minus 3. Now equal to minus 3 also lies in the equal to minus 3 also lies in the equal to minus 3 also lies in this function only. So इसमें minus 3 डाल दो, क्या मिलेगा? 2 minus 3 into minus 3. That becomes 2 plus 9. So f of a ka value is 2 plus 9. That becomes 11. Right? So this is when x is greater than 3. Now when x is less than 3, so f of a plus h will be equal to what? Less than 3. Less than 3 रहेगा तो it's the first function, है ना? तो उसमें you have to put f of minus 3 plus h. So that will become, in the first function, x के जगह पे minus 3 डालो. In the first function, x के जगह पे minus 3 डालो. Instead of x, you have to put minus 3 plus h. So that becomes minus 3 plus h, the whole square plus 2 आएगा. Minus 3 plus h the whole square plus 2. You can use a plus b the whole square formula. That becomes 9 minus 6h plus h square plus 2. That becomes 11 minus 6h plus h square. Clear? Now you can find the left derivative f dash a. Now the left derivative will be equal to limit of h tends to 0 minus f of minus 3 plus h minus f of minus 3 upon h when x is less than minus 3. So less than minus 3 में f of a plus h का वैल्यू था, less than minus 3 में f of a plus h का वैल्यू था 11 minus 6h plus h square minus 11 the whole divided by h. यहाँ पे 11 and 11 gets cancelled. So this becomes, you can take h common, get minus 6 plus h upon h. And please write the limits there. यहाँ पे h and h gets cancelled. You can apply the limits. So your left hand derivative is minus 6 plus 0. That becomes minus 6, right? Now you can find the right hand derivative. So right hand derivative is the derivative when x is greater than minus 3. Again the formula remains the same. Limit h tends to 0 plus f of a plus h minus f of a the whole divided by h. Now greater than minus 3 में f of a plus h कितना मिला? तो greater than first वाले में 11 minus 3h. So now this becomes 11 minus 3h minus f of a. F of a was 11 the whole divided by h. Again that 11 and 11 gets cancelled. You can get cancel h also now. Limit h tends to 0 minus 3h upon h. So here h and h gets cancelled. As h tends to 0, h is not equal to 0. So the answer is minus 3. Clear? So both the limits exist, but the right hand limit is not equal to left hand limit. So you can say the left hand derivative is not equal to the right hand derivative at x equal to minus 3. Therefore f of x equal नहीं है, तो f of x is not differentiable at x equal to minus. So the function is not differentiable at x equal to minus 3. Clear? So you have to find the derivative on the left side, derivative on the right side, and then you have to check whether they are equal or not. Remember, you have to find f of a plus h twice. ध्यान रखो. F of a plus h when x is greater than 3, and f of a plus h when x is less than 3, and f of minus 3. यहाँ पे ना question में greater than 3 नहीं था, it was minus 3. So when x is greater than minus 3, when x is less than minus 3, this was minus. So left hand limit you got minus 6, right hand limit you got minus 3. They are not equal, so the function का limit does not exist. Now let's solve one more question. यहाँ पे बोला test the continuity and differentiability, दोनों check करना. Continuity भी check करना, differentiability check करना. ठीक है? तो पहले हम लोग continuity check करेंगे at x equal to 2. So first we check the continuity. So I'll find limit x tends to 2 minus f of x. So 2 minus के लिए have to take that function where x is less than 2, है ना? Less than 2 वाला function कौन सा है? ये less than 2 वाला कि greater than 2 है? Greater than 2 है. You want less than 2 वाला function, right? So less than 2 वाला function is 12 minus x square. So I'll write less than 2 वाला function is 12 minus x square. You can apply the limits here. You get 12 minus 2 का square is 4. 12 minus 4 becomes 8. So that's my left hand limit. Now I'll find limit x tends to 2 plus f of x, the right hand limit, greater than 2. So उसके लिए I have to take that function where x is greater than 2. Whose greater than 2 वाला function is 3x plus 2. So I can write 3x plus 2. इसमें भी लिमिट्स अप्लाई कर दो, डिनोमिनेटर जीरो नहीं हो रहा है. इसमें भी लिमिट्स अप्लाई किया डायरेक्टली बिकॉज डिनोमिनेटर जीरो नहीं हो रहा था. तो 2 का स्क्वायर 4 हो जाएगा. 12 minus 4 becomes 8. यहाँ पे भी लिमिट्स अप्लाई करो. 3 2 जा 6. So you get 3 into 2 plus 2. 3 2 जा 6. 6 plus 2 is equal to 8. Right? So the left hand limit is equal to right hand limit. वो भी 8 मिला है, ये भी 8 मिला है. Now you can find f of 2. f of 2 is the value of the function when x is equal to 2. Equal to किस में दिया है? फर्स्ट में या सेकंड में? सेकंड में equal to 2 दिया ना, तो इसमें x का वैल्यू 2 डाल दो. You will get 12 minus 2 square. 12 minus x square. You can put x का value 2 here. 12 minus 2 square, 12 minus 4, that's equal to 8. Equation 3, है ना? So you can say from 1, 2 and 3, limit x tends to 2 minus f of x. So उसका left hand limit 8 मिला था. Limit x tends to 2 plus f of x. वो भी 8 मिला है. And f of 2 भी 8 मिला है. All three values are equal. If all three values are equal, then you can say therefore f of x is what? Continuous at x equal to 2. So the function is continuous at x equal to 2. The left hand limit is equal to, right hand limit is equal to f of 2 ka value. So the function is continuous at x equal to 2. Okay. Now we check differentiability. And right hand derivative, right? Now उसके लिए यहाँ पे है ना x का वैल्यू 2 पे चेक करना है हम लोग को. तो a का वैल्यू 2 है, बराबर. So we find f of 2 first. f of 2 हम लोग ऑलरेडी फाइंड किया. f of 2 कितना मिला था हम लोग को? 8. So I can directly write f of 2 is equal to 8. Now I'll find f of 2 plus h when x is less than 2. This is for the left hand derivative. So f of 2 plus h when x is less than 2. Less than 2 वाला function is the first function, है ना? यहाँ पे x is, sorry, second function when x is less than 2. तो इसमें हम लोग को 2 plus h डालना है यहाँ पे. So that'll become what? Less than 2 में the function was 12 minus x square. The function was, I'm writing just to make you understand here. The function when x is less than 2, f of x कितना था? F of x was 12 minus x square, right? So instead of f of 2 plus h, I have to put 12 minus, इधर x के जगह पे हम लोग क्या लिखना है? 2 plus h the whole square. That becomes 12 minus a plus b the whole square is a square plus 2ab plus b square, right? So when you open the brackets, this becomes 12 minus 4. 12 minus 4 is 8 minus 4h minus h square. Clear? That's f of a plus h ka value. So I'll find the left hand limit of left hand limit of f dash x at x equal to 2 will be equal to limit of h tends to 0 minus f of a plus h minus f of a the whole divided by h. So I'll put the values here. Limit h tends to 0. F of a plus h, I got 8 minus 4h minus h square minus f of a. F of a is 8, the whole divided by h. When you open the brackets, that 8 and minus 8 gets cancelled. You can take h common now. So when I take h common, I'll get minus 4h minus h, the whole divided by, sorry, minus 4 minus h, the whole divided by h. I've taken h common here. H and h gets cancelled. You can write the reason as h tends to 0, h is not equal to 0. बाकी मैं लिमिट अप्लाई कर दो. अभी नीचे 0 नहीं हो रहा है, 1 हो रहा है. तो that'll become minus 4 That's a left hand derivative. -4 -0, right? Limits उसमें 0 डाल दिए. That becomes -4. You can mark this as equation number छोटा 1. So left hand derivative at x equal to 2 I got. है ना? Now for right hand derivative, I have to find f of a plus h when x is greater than 2. Now greater than 2 वाला function क्या था? Greater than 2 वाला function. Go back to the question and check greater than 2 वाला function. Greater than 2 वाला function was 3x plus 2. है ना? तो इसमें हम लोग x का जगह पे a plus h डालना है. The f of x was 3x plus 2. This is just to make you understand. So this becomes what? 3 into a plus h. A का value 2 है तो 2 plus h 3x plus क्या था? 3x plus 2 था, sorry 2. So यहाँ पे 2 है. So instead of x you can add f of a plus h. 2 plus h plus 2. When you open the brackets you get 3x 6. 3 to the 6 plus 3h plus 2. That becomes 8 plus 3h. Right? Now you can find the right hand derivative. At x equal to 2 will be equal to limit of h tends to 0 plus f of a plus h minus f of a the whole divided by h. तो right hand derivative में f of a plus h कितना मिला हम लोग को? 8 plus 3h minus f of a was 8 the whole divided by h. When you open the brackets, that 8 and minus 8 gets cancelled. So that becomes limit h tends to 0, 3h upon h. So h and h gets cancelled. As h tends to 0, h is not equal to 0. And the answer becomes 3. I'll mark this as equation 2. So you can find the left hand derivative was -4, the right hand derivative is 3. So therefore, from 1 and 2, f of the left hand derivative is not equal to the right hand derivative at x equal to 2. So therefore f of x is not differentiable at x equal to 2. So in this question you find that the function was continuous. Check. है ना? हम लोग को function continuous मिला at x equal to 2. लेकिन differentiable नहीं है. The function is not differentiable at x equal to 2. Is that clear? So just go through all the definitions, see the video again. Thank you so much everyone. Please share this video with your friends, subscribe the channel and hit the like button. And any more videos you want, you can just message me inbox so you can make more videos for you. Thank you so much everyone.